So, hi guys, and welcome or welcome back if you're new to my channel. And today we're going to be making some stuff like, I don't know, small litter boxes for my Degus for their playtime, and something else that I haven't exactly planned yet. So we're just going to get on with the video. So here I've got two shoe boxes, and yeah, you can have as many as you want. But yeah, I'm going to be starting with this one first, so we're going to set that one aside. Alright, so now for, I guess, tools, if you want to call them that. First one is our scissors, so you definitely need that. Next, you need some tape, a pen to write in, and this one is black. I don't know what happened with the tip of this. And I've also got a pencil, just in case I just want to use a pencil instead. So let's get crafting. So setting everything aside for now, I'm going to open this up, and there's still the paper inside, and I'm going to give this to them later. So I'm just going to set that aside. So, okay, once you've got your shoebox, we want to start by planning out with our pencil here, beautiful pencil, where we're going to cut. Once we're sure with them, we're going to go over them in pen so they're more visible. So you want to turn to the front of it, so just the front of the shoebox, and right now I'm going to hold it up like this, and I'm going to mark out where I want to cut this. There's already a little dent here, as you can see, but I want to mark out like further down so they can get in, but we want to leave a little bit of space down here so the sawdust doesn't fall out. So I'm going to go do that, and I'm going to see you afterwards. Okay, I am back, and if you can see, I've done a small line with my pencil, and now I'm just going to go over it in pen because I'm happy with how it looks. So yeah, I'll see you after that too. So now that I have gone over it in pen and I'm happy with how it looks, it is a tiny bit slanted, but I think it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and cut this whole space here with my beautiful pink scissors. So here it is, and I did end up breaking it into a few little pieces that I had to then throw away. But yeah, this excess piece you can then go ahead and throw away. I just dumped it to the side, but that's okay. So it did not come out as even, and I was hoping it to. This kind of went downhill, but it's okay. And it is a little bit sharp on the sides, so we're going to work on making it, you know, as safe as possible for our Degus. But that's what it looks like right now. And you know what? Looking at this, I would have left a tiny bit more of this rim, just a little bit taller, but it looks okay, to be honest. You know, there's no going back now. But yeah, just make sure you do it in pencil and then in pen, and be absolutely sure about what you're doing. I'm kind of rushing right now, but oh well. I've learned a lesson for next time. Okay, so what you want to do next to make sure it's safe is get your tape, and mine is right here, and you want to basically go around with tiny pieces of tape, well, just 3 pieces of tape. So I'm going to put one here, one long one down here, and one on there, and I'm going to show you kind of step by step how I do that to make it safer for my Degus. So I've measured how much tape it is, like the length of it, and how much I need, and here it is. And I'm going to be putting it on this side, starting by measuring it down here, like that, and I'm going to be putting it properly, but I kind of need both hands, so yeah. So as you can see here, I've literally put it like half and half. Half of it is like hanging out here, there's this flimsy bit, and there's also this flimsy bit on the top. So what you want to do first, do not bend this down, okay? Just leave that there, okay? And what you want to do is bend this side to go down through there, and stick to the bottom, and just do that. I know it's not the best quality right now. Okay, so we've done that, and the edges are looking much smoother and much safer. So, okay, just checking the edges. Okay, so I've done that. So now it's looking like this, basically. There's just this flimsy bit coming out, but it's all stuck down. And what you want to do next is cut off the excess bit. Okay, I'm going to make that a little neater right now, and you can also curve around there, if you can see. You can curve around down there and, you know, make it neater. But yeah, and I'm going to be doing that for this side and then this side. I'm actually going to do this smaller side first and then this bigger side, just because I feel like it. But yeah, so I'm going to see you after that. So yeah, I just wanted to show you how I did it, if this is going to focus. And I just went round and just made it a little bit neater. There we go. So there's no flimsy bit. And yeah, I'm going to go do it for this one now. Oh no, I kind of measured it wrong. It kind of came shorter than what I wanted it to come out like. So I'm going to have to add an extra piece onto here. So yeah, I'm just going to bend that right now. Okay, I added another piece and it went pretty successful. So now it's this long one. So guys, look at that. It is perfect. Like, I measured it perfectly. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to be bending this down and then I'm done. Okay, so we are done. And we've put our tape around there and the edges are looking much, much smoother and much safer for my little babies. So, now this is what it looks like. And then if you put on the lid thing, it looks like this. It looks a bit creepy, but obviously they won't be able to fit that easily through there. But I still want to close the lid so they can go on top. And I was hoping to cut off the lid so it was just like a little box, but no, I want to add the lid. So we're gonna cut a little window thing here. So essentially we're gonna do the same thing we did here, but for the lid. And if you realised, it is much thicker, so I would suggest to get like an adult to do this if you're not already an adult, because it is really hard. So yeah, kids, don't do it. And I've cut myself several times in the past cutting cardboard. So yeah, just be careful. And yeah, that's what I want to do. And it's a boring process, so I'm not going to be filming that. So yeah, I'll see you guys, I guess. Wish me luck. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to film it, but it's way too hard to get through. You can see I tried there a little bit, but it's so hard to get through with scissors. So I could use my little pocket knife, but I'm going to just lift this out from there, if I can get it out. Oh. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to be cutting, now let me see. I think I'm going to be cutting this whole thing off, and then these flappy things on here, and then yeah, I think I will be doing that. So yeah, change of plans. I'm actually going to cut these flappy bits first, and then this big thing. Okay, so here are the pieces, and I've cut that off. So now what it looks like is this. This is what it should look like once I remove this. I mean, I could keep it for this, like, for closing it, but, you know, why would I want to close it? So, yeah, I'm going to be cutting this whole thing off. So, yeah. So, I just want to share with you this little hack that you probably already knew, but whatever. When you cut, because it's hard as you go through the middle, you could start from the other side and work your way in. But what I do is bend this and then work with it that way, if you get what I mean. Or not. But, you know, that's just... And then you basically keep on cutting, and then bend it when it's difficult to cut, and then... Yeah, it's really hard to explain. Anyways, I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I am done, and it is looking really, really nice, I think. And yeah, so now we've got to put tape all over this bit again. So I kind of put it on a bit weirdly, but that's okay. And yeah, even though it is the same process, there's these that are a bit annoying, and you can't really, you know, do anything with them. So what you want to do is cut right across there, and on the other side. Cut that. Then what you want to do is just stick these down on this other flappy bit, and then stick that down as well through there. Also going to stick this one down like that, and now they are able to move, but they're still this. So that is looking not the best, because you can kind of see the bubbles down there, but it's looking pretty good, pretty cozy, I think. But now we've just got to like keep it from moving around. I mean, actually I do have to lift it if I need to like clean it out or refill. So I think you could, potentially fold that in. I think it's not supposed to be folded in. Yeah, it's not going in. You could just leave it like that, to be honest. And when they go on it, it's just a little bit unstable. But I think it's okay, to be honest. Yeah, I like it. That wasn't too hard. But, yeah, just if you guys needed any inspiration for any reason. But also, I do want some light to go in there, and I want them to be able to go in even if they're like on top here. I want them to have like 2 entries. So I'm gonna make a little entry hole right here or on one of the sides. I'm just gonna plan it out in pencil first. So I have decided to make a whole entry here, like a whole like circular entry, even though squared would be better for putting the tape around, but I circled one right there. And to draw that perfect, you could get other stuff, but I'm going to get my tape, and I'm going to draw around it, because otherwise if I draw inside it, it's just going to be a bit too small. Actually, I'm going to draw inside it, but then when I cut it, I'm going to cut it a bit. Okay, no, I'm just going to draw on the outside. It's just a bit easier. Okay, so I've traced around my tape, and you can kind of see it there. So now I actually don't really need to go around in pen. I mean, if your pencil isn't that visible on the carton paper, on the box, then just do it in pen. But I don't really need to do it in pen. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut it. Yeah. Oh, wait. Also, I almost forgot. You can't really start cutting a circle in the middle of nowhere. Like, how do I start cutting? Like, some people just poke a hole, but that's just gonna make it all go inwards. Anyways, so I'm going to make a cut through it, like just through it like that with my little pocket knife. Well, it's not really a pocket knife, it's just I don't know what these are called. Anyways, but yeah, I'm just gonna go down, straight down there, and make, yeah, you will just see. Alright, so then once you've made a little cut through the middle, you can then stick your scissors in there and, yeah, basically just cut around it, basically. So I'm going to go do that. Okay, it is extremely hard with scissors, and I think I'm going to make a mess even around it, and because I don't want it to be too sharp at the end, otherwise it's going to be really hard, even with the tape, I'm going to just go do it with my little knife the whole way around, okay? But guys, please just be careful. Okay, so it did take some time. Whew. It did take some time to get that out. But yeah, the sides are very sharp. You know, you could, if you have sandpaper, you could sand it down. But yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure they can fit in that. So yeah, I'm just gonna be putting tape around it, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So I'm basically putting down little bits of tape, and I've actually finished it right now. But basically what I do is I put down some tape and then I cut it on certain sections, so it basically just goes around. So this bit I'm going to be pushing it down, but right now, as you can see, when I push, it doesn't exactly go down. So I'm also going to show you how to fix that. But yeah, I've made them overlapping each other, so this bit is all smooth around here. So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna just fill in this space. Okay, so now that I've filled the whole like space around it, I'm going to make small cuts here and there. So basically where I've overlapped them, I'm going to cut them wherever there's like this, you know, you see this like corner, wherever there's like the corners, you want to make a cut to just the end here. And don't cut the cardboard, but just do that, and then I'll, yeah, just tell you what to do next. Okay, so once you've made the cuts, you can see, and if you push down and it still doesn't really go down, you want to cut again in the middle of that one, and then it should go down perfectly fine. Okay, just checking on the bottom of it. Okay, so it's really looking better on this side, and I'm going to go do that for the rest of them. As you can see, these ones all don't really go down that well. So yeah, I'm going to be cutting in the middle of them, and just wherever is needed for them to just bend down. And then, yeah, I'll see you after this step. Okay, so we are done, and it looks okay, I guess. You can see that there's a little bit of like raggedy edges, but it's smooth, and that's the important part because they can't get hurt. So now that we've done this, we've still got the flappy bits. You could cut them off, but I'm not going to. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut them off, to be honest. Okay, I'll go do that, and then I think we're done, and we can fill it with sawdust. So, yeah. Okay, I think we are officially done. We've cut off the sides, and yeah, I forgot. Sorry guys, I have to put tape on them. So, I'm going to go do that, but it's looking good. Okay, I've put the tape everywhere where there's sharp edges, and it is done. So it opens up like that, and yeah, I'm just gonna go fill it with sawdust, and then I'm gonna show you the finished product. And looking at the time, this was a pretty long video. Maybe not for you, but for me it was. So we might not have the time to finish another one or to even start it, to be honest. So I'm going to set this aside for another video that I'm going to make, but I want to make something different next time than this. Otherwise, you know, what's the point of making a video if I do the same thing again? So yeah, this is it. Right, I need to go get the sawdust, and yeah, I'll be back soon. So guys, I've put the sawdust in, and it honestly just looks pretty cute. You know, in there's lots of light coming in. Well, that side's a bit dark, but yeah, it just looks really, really good. And there's a little hole they can go in, and just if you're fine with them chewing it and kind of tearing it apart, then I guess you can put it in the cage. But if you want this to last, then I recommend giving it to them only when they're outside of the cage. This is kind of what it's for. This is why I made it personally, so that they could go poo in this area and also pee. Because, you know, there are edges here where they can just start chewing, and also on top there. So yeah, I would recommend supervising them when they're playing with this. So yeah, that's kind of it. And oh, I forgot to mention that I got them a like small animal playpen, and it looks really nice. The thing I didn't look at though, and it was a mistake, I only realised after I'd got it, they haven't actually used it yet, but it's not waterproof. So I do need to put some either puppy pads or maybe like something under there to absorb all the pee, even though I am going to put sawdust, but you know, just in case. But yeah, and I'm also going to add this in there, so, but I'm going to show you guys all that in another video. So yeah, that is it, and thank you for watching. I hope it's not too long for you, and I just, you know, wanted you guys to understand step by step. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye!